Happy Thursday, November 20th. And today, of course, we're gonna have a stream. And and of course, you guys Indians are always under the fire. We're gonna talk about the future changes that will definitely going to have impact on US job market and absolutely on Indians because you guys Indians you have the say in the US job market, okay? You have the say, and of course the future changes are going to affect that. Okay, and we're going to talk about H-1Bs. We're going to be talking about the new bill that's been introduced and likely to become law, and also about O-1 visa and other solutions that you may be looking at. Okay, so before we begin, guys, just want to repeat something that I've been telling you for the past few weeks. We in my company, we overcame the crisis that's been going on since July in USCIS, and I do believe we one of the few, if not the only ones, who did that because we do have the resources, we have professional teams, we have a lot of instruments and tools to change and implement the new strategies in new cases. Okay, and I told you a few weeks ago that we held up a lot of cases for the beginning of November, and we filed probably around like 30 cases, just like in the beginning of November, maybe closer to 40, and we start getting the approvals. Okay, just like I told you just now, like yesterday, we got 2 approvals, one for a financial expert from Ukraine and one for Indian cybersecurity expert. Okay. And those are great news. And by the way, our Indian client, and his first name is Sandeep, very popular name in India. I'm not gonna say his last name. We got an RFE from that time when the crisis was like peaking, at least for us, and we responded to that and got that approval. Okay, so again, guys, RFE drops the chances of approval a little bit, but still with a good professional and high quality approach, we're still getting those things done. Okay, so good news. Those are EB1A cases. We got a bunch of E2s and O1s. Again, those I don't really have any problems with those, with non-immigrant visas, mostly EB1As and EB2NIWs. So now we are on pre-crisis level of approval. Okay, good news. Congratulations to all. Now, guys, and hello, Srinugu, whatever that name is, cannot pronounce it. Hello everybody who's present right now and who's going to be watching offline a little bit later. And drop me your questions, guys. Drop me your questions, because I do have things to address today to talk about the future of immigration and the taxes that are coming, and H-1B effect and O-1 effect. But I still want to see a few questions from you, because that way I feel like I can bring more value. I can bring more value to you. And you guys know I just came back from Nepal, from the Himalayas. There was a 2 weeks expedition, very hardcore, 8 days up, 3 days down, very challenging in many respects. I did it. I went to Kalapagar, which is 5,600 meters. This is really good height. This is good altitude, good enough for me. Nepal used to be a part of India, and we have a lot of Indian clients. We have Nepali clients, and the cultures are very similar, like Hindu religion, and there is maybe more Buddhism in Nepal than in India. Really good mixture, good people, good culture, good food. So I really enjoy, guys. I really enjoy. And let me know, guys, if any one of you been into Nepal. Great country for travel, I believe. Let's start with the main thing that I want to address, because guys, you know my position on immigration field just in general. It never gets easier, it never gets better, it never gets cheaper, it never gets faster. Okay, why? Just because this is the nature of this field. This is the nature of immigration laws, and this is the nature of the world where we live. And I do believe that the internet and social media and communication tools, they all play an important role why it becomes harder year by year. One of the main reasons is that because we have access to all walks of our planet, all countries, all cities, almost everybody has internet. Now we can see, and immigration officers and just people in general, the talent across the world. Okay, we have access to talent across the world to see and to understand, which makes the competition harder. Okay, which makes the competition stronger. All right, now if before we competed to whoever was in that country on a national level, now we're competing to all these people who can show the talent on internet. Okay, so, and that's gonna grow, that's gonna develop in the future. But also the US government does not make it easier, especially the Trump administration. So what is likely to happen in the near future? The Hire Act that was introduced, or at least we know the text of that new proposed law, is going to impose up to 25% tax on outsourcing the employees from outside of the US who work for the US companies. Okay? And this is a terrible, I believe this is a terrible decision overall. And this tax is going to go to some kind of fund to help US employees to become better. Let's put it this way, okay? It's called Domestic Workforce Fund, okay, to train US workers. This expense is no more tax deductible. So guys, think of it. If a company outsources the employees from across the world, whatever they pay, let's say a company pays $100,000 a month to employees from outside of the US because it's cheaper, right? So now we have to pay the $25,000 tax, and that $25,000 is coming out of the net income of the company, and this is huge. Okay, this is huge. It's just I think this is gonna kill a lot of smaller and mid-sized businesses, and it's gonna add a lot of burden to the big companies like Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, a lot of insurance companies who have maybe the whole customer service in Malaysia or Indonesia or countries like that, or Philippines, right? So terrible decision, really gonna affect the US economy. But it feels like the government doesn't care about that. Okay, instead of using the resources to make the US employees better, more ethical, more hardworking, more trained, and more competitive in the market, they're just trying to reduce the employees that coming from outside of the US, thus damaging the margins and the profitability of the business, thus making some companies going out of business. Terrible decision. Terrible if that law becomes, if that bill becomes law, it's going to be really bad. But we'll have to face that, guys. We will have to face that. Okay. Why? Why we're talking about this? What's the connection between this bill, proposed bill, and the US visas? Well, that bill will actually make the O-1 visa even more attractive for US employers. Why? Because it will be better to kind of import that employee that's in India, in Philippines, in Thailand, in Nepal, in Malaysia, to the US through O-1 visa, still pay less money than to the US employer and have that work being done. Okay? So, which means that O-1 visa is even, it's recently it's been number one on all metrics, just the best visa ever existing in US history. Now with this potential threat of this law, it's speeding up. It's going to the stratosphere, okay? Because now it's no brainer. The US companies is going to import people from other countries to the US through O-1 visa. No one will do it for H-1B because it's nobody wants to pay 100,000 and soon there would be a big reform for H-1B, and it's going to be selective lottery, which is in effect the auction, and H-1B is out of the picture. But O-1 is right there. It still exists. It will be number one visa, and the filings for it is going to grow significantly. So that's why you guys need to think about O-1 a lot more seriously than you did before, okay? Especially for those who did not have a chance to get H-1B and who will not have it in the future. Those of you who are on OPT, STEM OPT, on F1, M1, J1s, and your statuses are running out, or if you're outside of the US, you should be considering O-1 visa as your first option. Okay. Now, how do you know if you qualify for O-1 visa? Well, that's pretty easy, guys. You can get a free evaluation from me on your O-1 and EB-1A visas. How do you do that? There is a link in this comment section, and there is a link under each YouTube video that we produce that you can click on it and fill out the questionnaire. After 2 days, I will get back to you within 2 days with a written analysis, and you gotta look for the word potential, okay? And do it right now, guys. Do not postpone it. Do not think that something is coming at you. There's the change of law that's going to be better for you. None of this is coming, okay? Nobody's going to help you, only yourself, all right? So, and we are here to help you. But we need to know if, and you need to know if you do have that potential for O-1 visa. And the only way to do this is to get that free evaluation, all right? So please do it right now, for those of you who did not do it. What else? What else? And still, if you do have questions, let me know what's on your mind. All right. So you guys see this. The Trump administration is coming up with solutions that are kind of ridiculous. The tools and instruments that they use, they do not achieve the goals that they putting in front of themselves. Maybe they serve more as a psychological thing, or they're going to be able to say to the voters in the future, look, That's what we did to protect the US employees and the US labor force, and we reduced this, we reduced H-1B, we imposed this tax, and now we have a better opportunities for the US employees. It's not happening, guys. It's those things will not achieve those goals, and in the long term, they're really damaging. Okay, really damaging, and some of them damaging irreversibly, because at the same time, US government says that they want to be first in crypto, they want to be first in mining, they want to be first in artificial intelligence, they want to be first in space, they want to be first in this and that, but at the end of the day, all they do is the reducing the import of the brains from all over the world. Okay, and that is going to have a long-term effect and irreparable, in my opinion, because China is really pushing that thing. China is centralized, and they have all the resources, brains, and people, and money to accelerate with artificial intelligence and things like that, right? So without getting the young professionals and talented people and people who are ready to work in the US for less, but still for decent salaries, the US is going to fall behind, okay? But who am I? Who am I to say that, right? Who's going to listen to this? But I do believe it's important to send that message out. All right, guys. So I'm through. I'm through with what I wanted to tell you. Again, let me summarize today's message to you. First of all, we have overcome the crisis that USCIS created in July of this year. We got back to 90% of approvals of EB1As, 99% approvals for O-1s. So you guys rest assured that if you work with us, you get all these chances to get approved. Also, if you did not go through free evaluation, do it right now. The link is attached to the pin to the chat. And if you have the case, if you have the potential, do not postpone its start. Okay, because right now we have everything needed to get those things going and get you approved, and we know for sure that things is going to get worse in the future. So do not wait for some magic pill to enter the market and you get something really good for the O1 or EB1A. No, the best time is yesterday, the second best is today. Okay, so keep that in mind. Start your case before the New Year's. I will still have slots end of December to start your case, because I'm picking up on the 30 clients a month. November fully booked, half of December booked. So do not miss the opportunity to do a big thing, a big beginning before the new year. Okay, very important. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.